Hello and welcome back to episode 27 of Take to the Skies, St Albans FC. We're back a few games into the season. It's been a bit of a shaky start, so hopefully today we can turn it around a little bit and get back on form. So since you were last with us when we started the season with the loss to Ebbsfleet, we then bounced back from that with 2 wins against Bromley and 3-1 against Yeovil. We then lost 3-2 to Floyd after being 1-0 up, then 2-1 up. It was a really annoying game. They scored with the last kick of the game. Then we lost 1-0 to York in another game where we controlled the game and we should have won it. We then had a draw with Tranmere, not a bad result against a team that's just come down from League Two. And most recently we did pick up a win against Chelmsford as well, which means today we are back for Solihull Moors and Chesterfield. In the league, we're currently sat in 11th. We're on 10 points so far. We are only 1 point away from the playoffs. And we've got ourselves a 5-point gap to the relegation zone early on. So it is early days, but I think we're in a good position. And of course, the aim for this season is to try and just challenge for the playoff spots, maybe have a little playoff run, but not really looking too much at promotion. We'll see how it progresses. Let's go and play Solihull Moors, who currently sat in 4th. And the lineup we have for today, we've got Parks in goal, a back four of Quirk, Adeboel, Cole and Longello. Ballantyne is the holding midfielder, with Napa on the right, Smith in the middle, then Taraj is in the number 10, Coley on the left, and Rush as the sole striker. So let's tell them we're underdogs, but I think we've got faith in them. I have got faith in them. And we are kicked off. Ballantyne plays it back to Adeboel. He goes out to Quirk, and Taraj tries an early ball over the top towards Rush. Doesn't come off, but plays it inside to Smith, who's able to try and get a ball out to Napa. But unfortunately, that doesn't come off either. Rowe plays it back to Sabara and out to Crawford for Solihull. Rydell sends it back to the edge for Cranston. I don't like that this highlight's gone on for so long at the start of the game. It feels like there's a goal coming, and with Solihull in possession. Oh, Cody's nicked the ball and plays it to Rush, who goes round his defender. And he plays it to Longello. Cross goes in, and Smith heads just wide. And early on, we nearly had a very early goal. One own goal. That's really weird the way that it's read. I know it's because it's like the first minute. But that reads really, really strange. Let's encourage them. 20 minutes gone now. Looks like we've had slightly better of the ball. We've got a throw in here on the right hand side. Quirk sends it straight to Torraj, who then pulls it back to Rush, whose shot is blocked. Ballantyne to Napa. Back to Ballantyne, and Napa tries to get the cross in, but it kind of bundles away and falls kindly for Johnson, who's gone round Adeboel, and Ballantyne does really well to intercept the pass across to the other striker there. And now Parks and Cole playing it out from the back. Ballantyne forward to Smith. And he goes over the top towards Rush, who's brought it down beautifully. And how on earth has the defender managed to get a block on that? Napa tries to get past Rydell, but is unsuccessful, and it's cleared away. That was a great chance for Rush, and I honestly can't understand how the defenders got a block on it. I don't think he should have been able to from that position. Rush really should be scoring that. But at the end of the first half, we have had slightly better of the play. You can see we've had a shot on target. They haven't yet, although we are on the same shots. Slightly better XG. And possession-wise, they're making some sloppy passes. One thing I did forget to do is point out a player that I'm going to be saying is the man to watch. I'm going to say it's going to be Prince Johnson. He's a new gen who's come on loan from Fleetwood. As you can see, he's expected to be a good signing for us as well. Good dribbling stats. I think he's the danger man at the front for Solihull. But let's see. Hopefully we can neutralise him. And we can be the team that control this game. Which so far I would say we have just about edged being the team that's controlling the game. And as we approach the hour mark, it's a corner for, and that's Ballantyne's apparently given a penalty away. I don't really know how, but Sabara is going to step up, and Park's not quite able to get to it, so we're going to demand more. And we are going to send Matthews on for Coley, who's struggling today. He's not really managed to get going at all. We don't want to watch a replay of a penalty. And it's a unfortunate scoreline for us, I'd say. Adabo Whale plays it out to Quirk, who's able to bring it forward, goes inside to Smith, and that's poor from Smith, allowing Carvalho to get on the ball. Johnson through for Rowe, and that is 2-0. And that was very poor. I mean, that's saying it was Quirk's fault. I would say it was Smith's, because Smith has ran a little bit. I mean, it's probably a bit of both. But very simple goal to concede. And now Taraj has misplaced the ball to Longello. Carvalho's through again, and his shot is just wide. And we're going to berate them now, because this last few minutes, we've just had this little period where we've fallen apart. Throwing from Quirk finds Napa. He goes back to Ballantyne, who crosses the ball in, and it's cleared away. Johnson finds Rowe with a great pass, and it's 3-0. And from controlling the first half, we've then come out in the second half, and they've blown us away, really. We're going to send Harper and Moriarty on for the final 15 minutes or so. Not that these 15 minutes is going to matter, really. Longello trying to get a cross in, but it's blocked by the defender. Carvalho sends it forward. Adabo heads well. Finds Torrage, who goes inside to Smith. Back to Ballantyne. And he goes over the top towards Matthews, who brings it down, but then it's cleared away. And he was offside anyway. So it looks like we are going to lose this game, unfortunately. And Chesterfield, not going to be much easier. They're one of the best teams in this league. Kings Lynn and Chelmsford playing out a great game there, as are Bromley and Torquay. Meanwhile, we have not looked great there. We had a good first half where we slightly edged it, and then in the second half they just ran rampant, and we just kind of rolled over, unfortunately. So, yeah, not a great performance. Shut up, Simeon. Simeon Houndstrup out. How's that sound to you? Honestly, the disrespect. Let's get into the game against Chesterfield and see if we can turn this one around. And for the game against Chesterfield, we have got a few changes. We brought Emery in goal. He's on loan to us at the moment. We also have Kieran Lee, the centre-back, on loan as well, who's replaced Adabo. Rawson has come in, replacing Cole at centre-back, hoping that maybe it's just going to be a case of finding the right partnership. Then we also have Wiltshire coming on the right-hand side, replacing Napa, and Jeffers getting a game on the left. In terms of a man to watch for Chesterfield, let's pull up the opposition. If I look at Timmy Abraham and Ethan Walker, so Timmy Abraham, I believe, brothers of Tammy, as far as I'm aware. But He's come to them on a free. 4 goals so far this season, a strong start. And, he looks like he's going to be a decent player. And then, of course, Ethan Walker, who's had a strong start as well. He's been playing league football in recent years. He started off at Carlisle and Notts County, actually getting 5 goals there. He's played one, scored one this season, but coming from a team that's been in the Championship recently, you kind of expect him to be a good player. So those would be my 2 to watch. And of course, they have got Alex Kirk, 6-foot centre back with amazing physical stats for this level. But let's get into it and see if we can get a result here against Chesterfield. They're doing well so far. They're up in 5th, and they are quite a strong team. So I believe they're favourites to win the title, actually. So it does really show, we are up against it a little bit here. I think we are going to get Lee man marking Abraham and see how that works out for us. We're getting a lot of things coming through at the moment on the dugout and nothing happening in the background of it. Well, that, not a single highlight in the first half. It's not ideal, but against the team favourites for the league, I'll take it. Wiltshire crosses the ball in. Jeffers nearly gets on the end of it, but Kirk heads away. Dobra sends it out to Aziz, and Chesterfield are breaking away here a little bit, which is concerning. Ball comes in. Abraham gets the header away. Oh my goodness, Emery. Oh my goodness. That is so bad. He saves it, hits it onto the post, and then just stands there as it rolls over the line. Maybe we should have kept Parks in goal. I just thought we'd give Emery a game, and that's how he repays the faith. Oh dear. Rowley now plays the ball over towards Abraham. Lee doesn't manage to stop him, but Emery saves that one and sends it over the bar for a corner. Dobra crosses that one in. Smith heads away, and Mandeville is going to collect that for Chesterfield. And he goes back to Azzopardi. Dave Azzopardi playing for Chesterfield. Well, who saw that one coming? Dobra plays it back to Johnson. He crosses the ball in. Lee heads away, and Wiltshire heads it further on. Azzopardi with the ball in, and that was a great ball in to find Abraham, who was just offside but hit the post, which is quite lucky for us in some respects. We are going to make a change with Matthews coming on for Jeffers, who we seem to be struggling on the left wing. Maybe we need to go into the loan market. Abraham with a good chance there, but he gets a bit too under the ball. Let's fire them up and go on to positive. See if we can get back into this game. Maybe we need to go a bit more direct as well. Maybe that'll help us get back into this. Quirk does well to intercept the pass there. And then Wiltshire plays it back to Ballantyne. Back to Lee, who goes to Quirk. Taraj to Wiltshire. He plays the ball forward to Rush, who's round the first man. Takes it down the wing. And drills a cross in. But it's lumped away, and Abraham does well to win the header there. But Quirk covering back and deals with it. And then the long ball forward is straight to their centre-back. It was never anywhere near like Rush or anyone. Aziz plays it through for Johnson. Cross comes in. Abraham hits the post and Quirk clears away. Although the one was offside, that is the second time hitting the post for Abraham. And we're going to send Cole on for Wiltshire now. We're going to send Collings on in midfield for Smith and see if someone can find the moment that gets us an equaliser. It doesn't look like it is going to happen. And it appears that we're going to lose all because of a bit of poor goalkeeping from Emery. And that is the case, unfortunately, for him. I'm going to tell them it was unlucky, but I'm going to tell Emery that I'm not happy with his performance purely based on that mistake. Caesar's dropped to 17th. It's been a poor episode for us. But let's have a look at where we're going to come back next. Okay, so what we're going to do for the next episode, we're going to come back for FC United and the unknown FA Cup 4th qualifying round. 2 important games our season. FC United, of course, formed as part of the Glazers taking over at Old Trafford, and the protests caused this club in a way. And a potential first round of the FA Cup as well. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment if you are enjoying the series, and let me know what you think we're going to do this season. Obviously, a poor start, and it's continued today. Subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.